Greetings, mortals. This is Michael Morrison of Séance of Sorrow. Today I will be reacting to the new Marilyn Manson song and video, As Sick as the Secrets Within. Okay, immediately I'm seeing and hearing a lot of things that have got me excited. All of this scenery is gorgeous. That last scene that we just saw that looked incredibly creepy, that is classic Marilyn Manson, and I love that. Musically, this is sounding like it's about to explode on us, and I'm really excited to hear what's next for this first verse.
This is no longer just my communion. The worms of the flesh have turned. With all the sacrifices I swallow, and the blood from the cup is so cold. You're only as sick as the secrets within.
Okay, so that did not go how I expected it. This first verse is much softer than what I thought it was going to be, but I like it. Actually, I'm really surprised by the vocals. He's singing here. This is not a heavily produced vocal in terms of all of the processing that we've heard on his vocals in the past, which I love. I mean, that's always been used for dramatic effect, to make his vocals sound dark and layered. But this is a different approach. I was not expecting this soft vocal. And also, it's in a higher register, and he's singing it beautifully. Let's keep going.
The secrets within, it's not so evil as much as it's hungry. I see these bodies and the bones picked clean. I built this cage we've been trapped in together. Can't remember where I hid the keys.
Okay. This sounds to me a lot like a cross between Mechanical Animals and Eat Me, Drink Me. The guitar work especially. Those are two of my favorite Manson records. And in fact, Eat Me, Drink Me is the last record he put out where I thought that he was still on top of his game. This sounds like a return. And it is obvious that this man has put in a lot of work to get back to this point. This looks and sounds like he's had a complete overhaul. I'm really loving this. Let's keep going. Okay, this is the sound that I'm talking about. This is, him presenting the energy in his vocal. This is something that we're all familiar with. And that's the Manson that I love. That first verse vocal, though, was absolutely beautiful.
became a need to get out of it into a life that was no life at all, no life at all.
Okay, another thing that I am noticing here is proper vocal technique. Now, when he's shooting this music video, he's most likely not actually singing the song with every take. He might be. Some artists do that. But typically when you're shooting a music video, you're essentially miming to what is recorded. But what I'm seeing here is he's keeping his mouth wide open on all of the vowel sounds and giving the appropriate energy behind the vocal. There is a clarity to this vocal. And the way he is singing it in the video, it looks as though he has sang this song many, many times. He knows it very well. And the recording also, you can hear so much clarity in the vocal. I'm distracted by so many different things here, so I'm not catching all of the lyrics. But what I am hearing is all very good. And I believe that was our first chorus. Let's continue. Okay, so maybe that was the pre-chorus and now we're in the chorus, but that synth sound, I was not expecting that at all. That was a cool transition. That sounded very 80s. That synth sound sounds very 80s. And that's not something that we typically get from Marilyn Manson. I can't think of any song he's put out where I've thought, oh man, that's a very 80s feel. But that synth sound is absolutely 80s sounding. That was really cool. Man, there's so much to absorb here. Let's keep going.
You're only as sick as the secrets within, but the beast is calling for us and slowly assuming control.
Okay, perfect example right there. That guitar solo, that sounds like it could be on Mechanical Animals for sure. Very cool. The imagery in this video is fantastic. You can see in this still shot these paintings that he's surrounded by. I mean, many of us that are Marilyn Manson fans know that he has been a painter for a long time now, particularly with watercolor. And it's interesting to me how he can paint these images that always look similar, but are still somehow very different. That is just another part of his brilliance as an artist. Let's keep going. Okay, there's that synth sound again. And actually, I'm hearing that throughout this most recent portion we listened to. It's in the background. That synth is continuing to happen there. And then once we get to that transition, there's no other instrumentation. It's really in the forefront. Another thing that I'm observing here is everything on this video set is here intentionally. There's nothing here that was placed there just because it looks cool. All of this has meaning. Now, what it all represents, I don't know. But Marilyn Manson is not the type of artist just to put something out there because it looks creepy. There's always some other underlying meaning. And in fact, this shot that we keep returning to of him in this symbiotic sack that looks very disturbing. There's definitely a meaning behind that too. And I'm sure that you were going to see some type of progression with this throughout the video. Let's go. More. But the beast is calling for us and slowly assuming control. Which beast is he referring to? Satan? It could be so many things. It could be social media. It could be the government. It could be so many things. I'm going to have to read these lyrics to try and learn and understand more. But yeah, there's a depth to these lyrics for sure. Okay, this is what's happening musically here is a perfect example of why I love Marilyn Manson. You hear this piano piece that's elegant and beautiful. It's a very pleasant melody. Then on top of that, you have some distorted noise that sounds very cryptic and dark and fucked up. And those contrasts are just so pleasing to my ear. And then you're getting all of that with this visual too. There's some shots that look really beautiful that if they were a standalone shot, you would think, oh, you know, that's not what I'd expect to see in a Marilyn Manson video. But then this shot, okay, yeah, I'd expect to see that in a Marilyn Manson video, but it is the complete opposite end of the spectrum. It's very disturbing looking. I'm really enjoying what I'm seeing and hearing so far. Let's continue on. He's saying there, keep sleeping on me. You keep dreaming of me. I'm not sure what he means by that. If he's using that, you know, keep sleeping on me, like, you know, you keep ignoring me. You're not paying attention to me. It's a popular phrase these days. Or if it means something different. Keep sleeping on me. You keep dreaming of me. Yeah, it's a very interesting phrase. I'm curious what the significance is behind that.
There is a trick to get out of your skin. You're only as sick as the secrets within. But the beast is calling for us, and slowly assuming control. You're only as sick as the secrets within. 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 You're only as sick as the secrets within.
Okay, this outro of the video, we're seeing him come out of this symbiotic sac. I knew that we were going to see some kind of progression there. And it looks to me as though this is referring to some type of rebirth. We all know that Marilyn Manson has really been through a lot in the last several years. He has been accused of a lot of things. His name has been dragged through the mud. He's been in a lot of legal battles. He's also gotten clean and sober. As I understand it, he's been clean and sober for the last 2 years. And now we're getting new music. So clearly he's been busy working on this. He has signed to Nuclear Blast Records. So there's been a lot of things changing in his life. And so I'm not exactly sure what that rebirth, if that's what it's supposed to portray, what it's referring to exactly, any of those things, or maybe all of them, who knows. But it's clear that we are getting the Marilyn Manson that we all have missed and deserve to have. There has been some career low points, which is normal for every artist. It's unavoidable. They all go through it. But this looks like it's going to be a comeback and a return to form at the highest level. And I am very excited for this. It's just so good to see him looking and sounding healthy. The man looks easily 15 years younger. You can maybe even say 20. It's really surprising, actually, because I thought that we might not ever get this Manson back, but here he is. And I am so excited to hear and see what's going to come next. All right, guys, that'll do it for this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the song and the video as much as I did. Go ahead and click that thumbs up button, like, subscribe, comment. If you're not familiar with Seance of Sorrow, head over to our channel. We have 2 music videos up there that you can watch. If you would like to know more about our band and the rituals we are performing, you can visit us at seanceofsorrow.com. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.